Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to this exciting episode of Second Home. They say style is a way to speak without saying a single word, whether you like it or not. The first thing people see about you is what you wear, whether it's your dress, your accessories, or your shoes. But fashion isn't just about self-expression. It is also about self-empowerment and confidence. And to know more about fashion, we have with us a very special guest, a fashion diva, Nili Zahar. I would love for you to stay with us as I have a heart-to-heart conversation with Nili Zahar. It is with great excitement that I bring to you today's guest. She is a fashion designer, a writer, she is a tutor. There's so much she does, wears so many different hats, apart from obviously being a mother, a sister, a daughter, and so many roles that she plays. With a boutique at the Al Zahra complex and avenues, I introduce to all of you, Nili Zahar. Welcome to our show.
Oh my God, I love your introduction. Could you do it again?
Sure.
Well, first of all, thank you for choosing me for this segment. And I love this country. It has given me so much, you have no idea. And thank you so much, KTV2, for being here. I really appreciate it.
Fashion.
Fashion, yes.
It says so much.
You know, my fashions are a bit avant-garde. They're a bit on the niche market.
Right.
It takes somebody with real power to wear them. And it seems like with age, I have mellowed down. But before, when I was younger, my fashions were crazy. I used to do to clients here in the Gulf, the clothes were booming with color and styles. And with time, the colors have mellowed down. The design has become mellowed down. So you grab a new kind of clientele, a new line of people that would like your work and they would appreciate your work with the age that comes, you know, wisdom. A lot of people talk about it in a different way. They even look at you in a different way with age, which is nice.
The red that I'm wearing today, I wasn't ever confident about wearing red before. But now they say...
You and so many people.
Yeah,
they fear it.
Yeah.
And the thing with color, you cannot say, oh no, I don't like red, it's not my color. No, because you know how many shades of red there is in the spectrum of color? And this is the first thing they teach you in college. You know, the color scheme, the color tones, the undertones, what goes with what. And so if you are afraid of red, don't say, no, I don't want to wear red. No, because you have a choice of 380 different shades of red.
Wow.
And they're all called red blood, red gazelle, red lipstick, red hair.
What is mine today?
Today, this is, I think, deer red.
Deer red.
Deer red. It's deer because deer, like the heart.
Oh.
You know. So I think you were thinking of me when you wore this today.
I think so too. And Bill Blass, his name is, who said something like, if in doubt, wear red.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay.
Because it boosts you up. It gives you that certain kind of boost.
Yes.
And color tells a lot about people. People that tend to wear black all the time. It's not because they're gloomy. It's because they're playing it safe. Black is a safe color. Right. Anybody can wear it, looks good on anybody, you can wear it for any occasion. But red has a certain tendency to go not with everybody else. It has to be with that, but not with this. And people who are afraid to wear color, I tell them this. Please do not be afraid of color. Color is your friend. It brings life. Color is life, and life is color. And for everybody
Very
who loves
fun.
life, they should try a bit of color in it. Don't you think?
Absolutely, I'm in total agreement with you. And I like what you mentioned about red, that it gives confidence. No wonder today I had to wear it because I was, talking to Nili Zahar, so
Oh
I
my
needed all the
God.
confidence.
I want this to be a good segment because I've waited a long time and to be able to talk about fashion, about my experiences. It's just to help people out because I know how hard it is for a woman to make it with all the obstacles and the regulations and the rules and the things that you have to follow in order to reach your goal.
True.
But at the end of the day, if I can make it with all my faults and all my headaches, so can all you ladies. And I'm talking from my heart. Because if you love your passion, if you love your profession, you love it with a passion, then you will succeed. No matter how many years you strive, you will succeed. I did it.
Very profound. All our geo viewers, start penning down some of these advices.
Yes.
Because you're going to use them. And your most recent collection is black.
Yes. Why black? It's not because I'm gloomy, not because I'm sad, not because, no. Because I feel like I haven't done a collection of black in my life.
Right.
This will be the first time. I'm wearing one of my collections now. Okay,
Lovely.
and how do I work? What is my work strategy in order to obtain a silhouette that I am happy about? How do I start a collection? Usually I work on the dummy itself. I bring materials, I look at them, I cut, I put, I pin, I don't like, I remove, I throw it, and then I try another color, another material, this and that. So I make a moulage of a design that I say, yes, that's it. And from that design, which is that design, from that design, we'll be able to make a collection that reflects the spirit of what I did. So let's say we'll do something similar to that, a shorter skirt, longer sleeves, different kind of silhouette, different kind of color. Maybe we'll try some new crystals, maybe we'll put some iron on it, maybe without. And maybe it'll be 2 pieces, 3 pieces, it depends. And we'll build a collection that reflects their mother.
You said your love for fashion started with your Barbie.
Yes.
So that's how
Yes.
young you were when you knew what
I was
really excited you.
I was very young. My mother got me my Barbie. She was a white Barbie. Do you know there was only white Barbies? There weren't dark-skinned Barbies at that time in the 80s. She couldn't get me the clothes that I wanted for the Barbie, so I sewed them myself. I was 7.
Wow.
I cut her curtains. And I
Determination,
cut,
a determined 7-year-old
Yes.
to get dresses for
But
her
I
Barbie.
destroyed half the furniture of the house.
Okay.
I used to take the material, the extra material that's under the chairs, when there's,
yes. Yes.
extra material that the upholstery forgot about. I used to cut it and sew it with my hand. I didn't have a machine at that time. I didn't know how to use a machine. And I made clothes, the Barbie. My mother was not upset at all. She changed the curtains.
Oh.
She was okay with it.
See, that's the true essence of a family, right? You talk about love, you talk about motherhood, and you talk about the sacrifices they make to
true.
make the children's dream come true. And this went a long way because you then joined Vivienne as a seamstress.
Yeah, I went to London in the 90s. And I remember it was difficult because I had to work and go to UCL. And at that time, UCL was not as expensive as it is now. Now, hardly anyone can afford it. But at that time, with the help of my father sending me some money, my aunt, I lived with my aunt for a while, but I had to work because I needed to, buy clothes, buy food, and, look fashionable, at least.
Of course.
So I had to work.
The true identity has to come out.
Yes, true. So I had to work. It was difficult because I don't think I slept for 3 years because I was working, studying, taking my exams and doing stas. So I was running all over the place. But I kid you not, it is the best feeling in the world when you first get your first paycheck. Because I knew I worked hard for it.
Yes.
I like to get recognition when I work hard for something, not without it. So Vivian came later on because they ask you after 9 months that you finish your courses, they asked you what designer do you want to join a house. And they said Vivian Westwood. No one wanted Vivian because they know how she is. She's stubborn, arrogant. Nobody likes her. And I said, I want Vivian. Give me Vivian.
Wow. That must have been a...
Give me Vivian.
You know, I'm not surprised. I have to say, Nili, here, because I'm not surprised. You are someone who wants to
maybe prove it to me. Yes, I love challenges.
Love challenges.
Yeah, I love challenges. And I think everybody, every now and then, should take a challenge that teaches you a thing or two about yourself. Whether you're courageous enough, you're ambitious enough, and you want to do something, whether it's impossible. And that's important. So I got Vivian.
And you, okay.
I was happy with Vivian. And she couldn't remember my name. But then she remembered my name because she showcased my first runway show with hers. And I wish there was Instagram and Facebook at that time. So
because it's a big thing.
You know, she's a great designer. She showed me 3 things I should work with during my life.
Okay.
3 things that will help me be a better person, a better mom, better designer. 1 thing, believe in yourself and do not hear anything anyone says. Whatever they say, it's not important. And whatever they're talking about now is because you are important. When people stop talking about you, that means you're no one. Let them talk, bad, good, it doesn't matter. This is 1 thing. Number 2, never give up.
Good advice. Right.
Never give up, even if you don't have to sleep. Never give up on your dream.
But
if
that's
you believe.
something you already did.
Yeah, and I never gave up at all. And she told me, thirdly, when you are a mother finally in life and you decide to be a mother, be the best mother that you can be.
Oh,
because
wow.
it is so rewarding. And I think she's talking from a broken heart because of her own personal issues with her family. And she wanted to convey that concern for me not to walk in the path of, oh, I want to work and I don't want to have a family. But yes, you can have both. You can be fair with your work, fair with your family, fair with your husband, fair with your brother, your son, whoever.
Yes.
You don't have to be one thing. You can be 100 things.
I knew we would be getting great lessons from you today, and yet another one came along. You heard her. Children are the future of our world tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Invest in them wisely. Give them
Believe
time.
in them.
Believe in them. It's great advice.
Yeah.
So once when did you decide you wanted to come back? Because you were doing really great with Vivian.
Yes.
So
my dad was getting sick, tired, old, and he wanted me to get married. I couldn't say no.
Dads, what can you say? Yeah.
I couldn't say no. You have to come back. It's enough. I said, okay, but where should I come? Should I come to Kuwait? Should I come to Lebanon? Where should I come? He said, you come where your home is. I said, okay. Took a plane, came to Kuwait. First, when I came here, I got the smallest shop you can imagine. It was like 3 meters by 1.5. It was in Fahil, in a broken down complex where nobody goes there but tailors. But I made it. It worked. The first wedding dress I did was 45 kd. It helped me a lot. I used to remember my hands were so sore from the needles. You know the needles, you put the needles. Because I do everything myself. I cut, I sew, I draw, I do everything. So they were so sore. You could not touch anything. I used to come home and put ice and just cover them.
Wow.
And I never in my life had soft hands. Because I work with them.
Because you work hard.
I work with them. And this is my gift. God gave me this, and a talent that I'm so grateful.
And you use your hands not only to stitch but to write as well.
Yes.
Tell us
I
about
do.
that.
This started just like that. There's a very good friend of mine. He's an editor-in-chief of a magazine here in Kuwait. And he told me, I love the way you tell stories. I said, they're not stories, they're real. It's my life. He said, what about writing about your experiences? You know, you have a big portfolio of that. I said, okay. But he told me it has to be fashion-oriented. I said, okay, no worries. So the first article I did the title was, so you think you're the first fashionista? Think again, darling, ? And the fashionistas that think that they're the first ones, they're not. Because the first fashionista, I'll give you a name and you will not imagine. Cleopatra was a fashionista, the queen herself.
Yes.
She used to promote fashion. She used to wear the new fashions that nobody would wear and promote them accordingly. She's a fashionista. There's so many fashionistas out there that people don't know about, and they started this trend in fashion. It's
and
not.
They say fashion is about wearing what is fashionable.
No.
But style is about
It's
yourself.
promoting the style that makes the fashion. This is a
This is a
fashionista. So you can say that every designer that's innovative and creative is a fashionista. It's a person that promotes new ideas on himself.
Right.
And if that is you, then you are a fashionista. Not wearing brands. Wearing a brand doesn't
That's
make
what
you a
you mean.
fashionista. It makes you a model.
Yes.
Not a fashion.
Very good
Yeah.
differentiation. Speaking of experiences, I would love to know more about your childhood.
Which phase? I have so many phases. So which one do you want to know?
Let's start at the beginning.
Beginning.
Where were you born?
In the jungle. In the middle of the jungle. I was born prematurely.
Okay.
I was born at 7 months and a half. 900 grams. I was a little bird.
Really? What is that?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God, that must have been scary for your mom.
Yes, it was.
I mean, it's survival at stake.
I'm the fourth daughter. I was born in the middle of the jungle, prematurely, no doctors, no midwife, no nothing.
And you were born on the 6th of June.
Yes, 6, which is 6/6.
6/6.
And to add, on top of that, at 6 o'clock.
Oh no.
And it's
666.
yes.
We all
and
know where
some
you're going with this. I would love to know more about the tutoring aspect of it, because fashion is one love of yours. Writing, you do it so well and it comes effortlessly to
So
you,
you read
like
my
your
work?
friend. I did.
Oh, good.
I have to do my homework. And I was really very intrigued by what you wrote about fashion and stuff. But I want to come to the third aspect of what you do, which is tutoring, which is teaching the next generation about what you've learned, which I think is in a way very fulfilling and rewarding in its own way.
It is.
Tell us about that.
It started with me giving free tutorials and workshops at my atelier. I used to bring girls that wanted to know more about fashion and how to sew, how to cut, what to do. What is the fashion industry? They used to ask me, like, what is it? How can I do it? How can I excel at it? How can I succeed in it? I said, first of all, you have to put all those worries aside. Are you a fashion designer? Do you love this? Do you love it enough to sacrifice, not grow nails, work hard? Yes, work hard to enable you to excel in this. Most of them would say no. And who would say yes? I would give free lessons. I teach them about the history of fashion, which is glorious, with the colors, how they used to clean the clothes, with what, how they used to dye, what kind of color pigments they used to use at that time. Because once you know the history of the fashion, you would fall in love with the present, and you will look forward for the future. But you have to know the past. The past is important because it's the turning point of fashion. Because fashion didn't just start like that. No, it started as people wanted to show the power. For example, Queen Elizabeth I, she showed power by what she wore.
Yes.
And if she didn't wear that, people wouldn't take her seriously. So it's what you wore, how you carried yourself, how you do not let dresses wear you. You wear the dresses. And this is where power is born. So fashion is a powerful thing. Look at people at the Met Gala. The first question they ask, what are you wearing?
Yeah.
Not how are you, how's the family, what are you wearing?
Because what you wear speaks about you without
volumes,
you speaking at all.
Volumes about who you are, where you've been, what you've been doing, where you're going in life.
Right.
When you show people what is your tendency regarding fashion, they'll be able to pinpoint to you who you are. Let's say you speak about the classical brands. I like this and that. And if you say these, I will know, she's a classical girl. But if you talk about the avant-garde, the more chic, sports chic brands that are coming now, I say, okay, she's spontaneous. She has spunk.
Oh, I read this and I thought it was pretty neat. They say fashion is the most powerful form of art. It has movement, design, and architecture. And
it's a revolution.
And that it shows the world who you are and where you're going. Yeah. You not only taught fashion, and I can see how passionate you are. All those students you had probably now a new sense of what fashion is all about.
Yes, and I'm so happy for them, each and every one.
But you also taught special needs children at some point in time.
Yeah.
And why did that experience come around, and what did you think of it?
My friend, a dear friend of mine, she's a national. She gave birth to a special needs child. And we've been friends ever since I came to Kuwait, let's say. And when I went to visit her, she told me, come, I want you to come with me to the school. There's a special needs school. Come with me to the school. I want you to meet her, how she is. Because I left for a while, then I came back, she was all grown up, the little girl. So her name is Amal. So when I saw her and saw how beautiful she draws with all the colors and the scribblings, and I got so excited in order to help her out. So when I was giving her some lessons, there was the dean or the teacher that came in and said, would you like to, come and sit with the boys and girls and give them some lessons? I said, yeah, why not? So I did it for a while.
I'm sure your life must be really hectic also, because there's so many awards you have to collect from all over the globe. And we have a long list of awards. But instead of going through the list, I was wondering if you'd like to tell us what is the dearest awards for you.
To my heart. The first award I took from my daughter, actually.
Oh, wow.
That is the first award I took. That's the first award I took, and it was an award she made herself. She drew it herself. She fixed the flowers on it, and I don't know what. And it was for my, I'm going to say 21st birthday. She gave me this, and that is the best award I took. The other awards, I'm really appreciative. I love each and every one of them, and I think I work hard in order to get these awards, because as you know, some people these days, they just go and pay for some. But I worked really hard to get each and every one. Some of them are dearest to me, like the one I got from the film festival in Lebanon, because I proposed to them the way the wardrobe should be in order to make the scene more credible. People will believe it more. And you cannot have people in 1940s, let's say a film that happened in 1940s, to have acrylic nails. This is something that I would see, other people like me with a keen eye would see, but maybe a director will not see, because it's just, okay, let's just film this and get it over with. But these are things that I stood and I gave them my opinions regarding that, how they should wear, the hairstyles, how it should be. The buttons were not available at that era. For example, this button was not there.
Attention to details.
The zipper was not there. So I used to sit on the set, and so they gave me an award for that, which was hard work, but I really, really appreciate it. And this is one of them. Another one was for the beauties of Lebanon, and another one was for the first female avant-garde designer to get an award. Arab female.
Oh, that
to get
is
an award. Yeah,
the first one.
I was the first.
It says volumes.
Yeah, and many more followed.
I'm sure. You know, Nili, I would love to carry on this conversation because there's still so much I'd love to find out. You know, it's like layers and layers, and you go deep. And, you know, as a person who you are, the fact that you want to tutor and the special needs, and there's so much more. But we have a limitation with time. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you for coming.
But before we leave, if there's any message you'd like to give to your viewers.
Well, I would tell them what I told you and what I tell to every gorgeous woman I meet is to keep on keeping on, never say no, never say never, never say impossible. Because if you have it, if you love it, you'll get it. And that is the best advice I can give to anyone.
Thank you.
Never give up.
Thank you so much for this.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm taking you now for a sneak peek into Nili Zahar's private workshop, Atelier, where she is going to talk about the designs she's currently working on.
Yes, and the designs I'm working on are the Sport Chic, which is ready-to-wear collection. Okay. And I think this is something you can wear to, for example, a small function, but not the real party dresses. So it's the practical woman, for example. Okay, but with a little bit of edge. So this is one of the designs I'm working on. It's more of a Spanish wraparound dress. It's one piece. You can wrap it around and tie it on the waist. I use the ruffles and I do my own accessories, as you see. And I put the pins where I want in order for me to do the finishing later on. So now you can see. And then we go to dress number 2, which is more a not evening, lunch, maybe lunch, dinner. It's a skirt, a tube skirt with a very classical cut, ruffled undertone down at the hemline. Yes. And it goes well with the style and with the bodies here in Kuwait. So I think this goes beautifully well. What do you think?
Absolutely, I love it, and the fact that it has both elegance and fun together in it.
It's and I played around with the material itself. Yes. This piece is more fun. It's for the younger market. Yes. And I played with the patchwork. This is something I cannot wear, but maybe my daughter can wear.
Yes. You've done a bridal collection as well?
Yes.
And it kind of reminded me of that because one of the dresses in your bridal was this fish kind of a thing.
Yes.
And then lots of flare down.
Yeah.
And I have this weakness about bridal dresses.
Because
I'm never going to get a white gown
we
dress.
Women love to wear the white dress.
Yes.
This is another A-line kind of cup, both pieced in the top. And I played a little bit of patchwork, especially with the frilling, and as you can see, it has a lot of details, a lot of patchwork, a lot of color. And this is the pret-a-porter collection as well that I have, ready to wear collection that I have. People think that I don't like color, but I love color. This is another dress that you can wear to work. You can wear to work. This is a very soft, breathable material.
I was just about to say, I love the fabric.
Yeah, and the color is nice, but I always like to put my own touches. Little bit of frill work here, and especially with the accessories here, that gives more elegance and gives a lot of color. We go to another colorful dress, which is almost the same cut as that one, but it's a bit different, and I used a little bit of plume here just to give it a little spunk, a little bit of flair.
And I noticed there's some text down.
There. I love it. I love it when I say more about the woman, and down it says more about the woman, how they should be more of a strength or stronger, let's say.
Right.
So, and I kept it down so it doesn't, take a lot from the dress itself.
I like what you said, because fashion these days is not just about self-expression, it's about self-empowerment and confidence.
Absolutely.
So,
and if a woman is empowering a woman, how grand is that? This is another dress that I'm working on. It's a two-piece with taffeta material that I use down on the skirt, and this is a portable belt. And the jacket as well, I played with the sleeves in order to make it more attractive and more, let's say, a party that we can use for a party.
It has a very Spanish feel to it.
Yes, it does.
Like
it does. It does with the wraparound on one side, and it goes all the way around to the other side. And I like the feel of the material because it gives you more night, less day. So it's more or less on both sides of the spectrum. But my favorite is this one. Now this is the dress I am working on in order to make my new collection. And as I told you before, I work on one piece and I do everything, all the embellishment on that, and then I start to take one piece of the dress and I make another dress out of it. So in the collection you will see a lot of blacks, a lot of grays, a lot of crystals, a lot of pearls, a lot of plume, and you will see a lot of belts.
So this is the mother dress.
Yes, this is the mother dress, and her daughters are coming very soon.
We can't wait, looking forward.
Yeah, and I want to show you.
Yes.
There is the accessories as well. So there is the accessories here, and we have, I love the fact and the feel of accessories. Something that you can wear with a t-shirt, you can wear it with a shirt, you can hang it on your bag, you can wear it as a belt.
Wow,
there's a lot of multifunction.
It is indeed beautiful.
You can wear it anywhere. You can wear it not only on the neck, you can wear it as a belt.
On the
so
side,
it's a multifunction accessory. And
it's a very new concept. I haven't ever seen this kind of jewelry.
And because I am quarter Brazilian and I love birds, so I did these beautifully garnished earrings that speak to the tropical bird that is found only in Brazil. And that bird wakes up the first in the morning and sleeps very late at night. Yes, we are still at the Brazilian feel of things. And this is a bag that is made of wood sandal. Yeah, and it's very practical, transparent from inside. And people tend to use this with jeans, t-shirt, or casual wear. And they just fall in love with it. I have many colors for it. It can be a purse that you can wear like that, or you can put it under, or you can just flaunt it.
I'm sure this is going to be a huge success when it comes across.
Thank you so much.
It will be great.
Thank you. Thank you.
I wanted this conversation to go on forever. There was so much more I wanted to learn, and Nili had so much more to offer. She offered her warmth, her love, her generosity, and embraced us into this beautiful house of hers. But one thing we learned about fashion, and the one thing I learned from her, is that the most important thing about a dress is the woman who's wearing it. From the team of Kuwait TV 2, until next week, stay blessed.